It's the Dukes and the Cougars. Again, the Cougars flying across the country for the second time. The Pac-12, of course, is being rejuvenated, if you would, as this ball is out of the end zone. And so Washington State in need of a game. James Madison said, hey, come here. It's a one-game deal. And it's really a great entry. This is actually the largest program from a Power 4, if you would, or Power 5 to ever play here at Bridgeport State. And he has his offense starting it at the 25-yard line. The Dukes in the purple tops here today. That's over the middle. Ball is hauled in by Tony Freeman.
This team has improved as the year went on.
Offense 35% on third down completions. Jacob Thomas comes up and helps to wrap him up on this Saturday in November. Handoff goes up the middle. Voorhees, and he powers his way. There goes Freeman in motion. Now he'll come back this way. Looking this way. Floating it up over the top. And incomplete. 9-yard field goal. He is 2 for 2 from this distance. And he puts it through to put the Cougars on the boards. On this offensive line, led on the center by Zach Greenberg, transfer from North Carolina. Here's the snap. Here comes the pressure. And they float it out to the corner. Kind of between 11 and 12 yards. Here comes the pressure. Barnett gets rid of it, and it's well out of bounds. Carter. And he has one from this distance, and he has another. In motion goes Joshua Meredith. That's one of the top targets. Here comes some pressure over the middle, broken up. Don't mind, that works just as good. Got a bunching to the right. Oh, tossing it back. Flea flicker, and now racing on out. It's going to go one-on-one, and Spinagatti takes him down at the 46-yard. Just to tip them off that this was a formation to throw this out of. Over the middle. Whoa, what a delivery. Ball is separated, incomplete. Pettaway in there to block. Here comes the rush. He gets around Pettaway. Barnett tosses it away and just had in at South Dakota as Voorhees, the ball carrier. And looked like Spinagatti got back there initially. And then Michael McMullen also helps to bring down. In motion. Dropping it off, little screen. He's got some room to run. Corralled there eventually by Tyler Brown. Your team. Dropping back to pass. Here comes some pressure. Does get rid of the football. It's picked off. That's Eaglin to the 20. He's going to take it to the house. He'll celebrate with the James Madison students. Touchdown, JMU.
What a play by Eaglin.
But Eaglin breaking on the ball. Maybe he catches him, maybe he doesn't. But the extra point is shot through by Suarez. She would probably come down here and throw me out the window if she knew I was talking about her. Nice little juke after the reception in Statesboro. Back to pass. Here's pressure on the outside. Flushed out of the pocket, and that is incomplete. Second down and 9. And that is Knight bounces to the outside. Can't get free, however. He is dropped for a loss. So third down and long. Yeah, the average starting position for JMU has been 18 at their own 18 for the Dukes. Passing it, coming out. Ball is caught. That's pulled in by Michael Scott. You're going to need a really good punt here out of Patrick Ray. Otherwise, what you're looking at on that last possession is only 5 plays and 16 yards. But a good punt inside the 4. It's a field position flip if you're not careful here. High punt. Or high snap, that is. Punt is high for the coverage. It's going to bound around. And down at midfield. Here comes a blitz off the corner. Down the field it goes. Wide open is Freeman. He's heading to the end zone. It is a touchdown for the Cougars of Washington State.
Wow, what a play by Zevi Eckhouse.
He is 25 out of 25 this season.
Games against Ole Miss and UVA, who are both top 25 ranked at those times.
Yeah, they've kept a lot of teams under 10 points for the ball game, and down goes Barnett as he is sacked. There he is again with the football, spins once again. That is Noga on the top side. He has 16 catches on the season. The handoff, though, goes to Voorhees, and he powers his way towards the down marker. Big deal. Right now it's 14.5 minutes for Wazoo, 9:48 for James Madison. Play action coming out, and there's the reception from the tight end that is remaining here in the period. Man coverage, taking it right up the middle, and collapsed in on once he gets it to the 10 is takes the snap, rolls out to his left. He's going to head to the end zone. He's going to make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State with its second lead of the afternoon.
That is correct. He's a very athletic runner, and you see it when they use him in the design plays with the +1, and we saw it on the
Barnett's going to take off with it this time. Has a blocker or two. The block is shed, and Barnett tries to back his way into a first down. Will not get it as well. I mean, during the first and second quarters, but this one may take a little bit more evaluation. And they didn't have anybody back. They brought everybody, and the ball is going to trickle all the way down, and that'll run out as Washington State started the afternoon with the first possession of the day. Barksdale will watch it drift into the end zone, and he won't even touch it. Touchback, and JMU will start at the 25-yard line. Catches its balance. Handoff to Knight. Knight picks up the first down and an additional yard. Landon Ellis went off last week with an injury and was questionable coming into today. Haven't seen him involved in anything yet this afternoon. Long throw. Sanchez tries to get to the first down. But look at all those Cougars that get in on the action. There's only one left on this side of the field. Plenty of time to get the play off, and they do so, and they give it to Mallory, and he picks up the first down as he goes to the right. Celebration. Handoff. Petaway cuts his way to the 10. Francel up, make it 5. Dupree comes back. Here comes some pressure through the middle. And it depends on where they spot the football. DeGennaro with the reception, and it's good enough for the first down. Mallory in the backfield. Mallory with the handoff. I don't know that he got it. I think Washington State stops the Dukes. And power on power, this time won by the Cougars. That was it, I think. So the first possession for Washington State, and stopped at the line of scrimmage. Coming up is Gannon Weathersby for his second tackle this season. The tight end, Lechner, sets up to the near side. The handoff, it goes, and it's punched to the outside, and the second effort, just putting the shoulder pads down and picking up the first down, is Voorhees. Union Bank Center on the other side. Here's the second down play. The flare out here, and it's smelled out and dropped for a loss. That should be for the Dukes. Culp coming in to make the tackle after Woods. Third down and long. Quarterback will keep it. West comes crashing on down. And that is a fourth down situation. It is nowhere to go for Eckhouse. And the punting unit will come on for Washington State. So it wasn't a 3-and-out, but no additional first downs after the initial one on the drive. West. And Lonzo Barnett, he's faking it. He's going to throw. He's got an open man. Wisłowski hauls it in. He's at the 20. Tries to stay on his feet, and he is into the end zone. What a play coming out of the timeout for James Madison. So much for the long grind 'em out drive. The extra point, the hold by Ray. Sanchez with the PAT is much important. And coming up, you have the Diggin' Dukes program.
100%. We always say, and maybe it's just a
4-yard line. Cougars flying all the way across the country for the second time. And a loss in the backfield. Tyler Brown shoots in to bring down Maxwell Wood. And goes Meredith. He'll come back this way. Here comes the blitz. Shoveling it off and dislodged. That's an incomplete pass. He tried to get the ball to Tony Freeman. Crowd getting into it. Eckhouse directing, looking. No one to throw to, and he's down at the 39. He got a piece of it back. Lechner sets up. Handoff, Voorhees pops it to the outside. Hurdles his way to the first down. My goodness, what a play. In motion goes Tony Freeman. The handoff to Voorhees. The snap, the handoff. And it's fourth down. They come up short in that offensive line. Here's the snap. The second effort is probably good enough to get it, and it is. Popping it to the outside, it's Woods. Tries to get the speed going, but he's caught. Tyler Brown tracks him down. All right, let's go down this. The snap, and nothing doing there. Shooting inside was West, and very little gain, so the field goal unit will come on. Jack Stevens here today, 5 out of 6 from this range. It whirls up through, and it is good. Knight on the move. He's alone out there. Although he's finding no, he doesn't. He overshoots Wisloski. Wisloski goes in motion that direction again. This time the handoff goes to Knight. He's got a big hole. He's heading to the 40, to the 30. He's going to make it to the end zone. The streamers will fly at James Madison. Touchdown, JMU. Boom, you can hit the seam and go. A very important point after. As that, Tony Freeman bringing it in from Eckhouse. Eckhouse going to flare it out here to the right side. It is hauled in and out of bounds. Lyman for digging out the holes. In motion goes Meredith. Rolling out Eckhouse. Eckhouse completes the pass to Meredith for the first down. In motion, this is Freeman. That's where they go in that direction. It is going to Freeman, and he is stopped well shy of the first down, driven back. Freeman again in motion. Straight back. Here comes the blitz. He eludes Thomas. Throws down the field. It is incomplete. No flag. Barnett, opens it up. He's at the 35, and inside he picks up a first down. They're about a first down away from putting this one away. And Barnett will do it again. This time he'll cut to the outside, jumps to the inside, doesn't pick up the first down, but he does pick up 8 or 9.
Through adversity, turnovers, penalties, and this is probably the toughest defense they've played all year. Hats off to Jimmy Rogers and them. A brand new team, 75 new players, and you can see why they went down to the wire with an Ole Miss, with a UVA, and now they're third ranked down to the wire against a James Madison.
They will return home, and they'll face Oregon State for the second time this season. They lost to the Beavers 10-6, 10-7 that is, on November 1st, but at the end of that game, Coach Rogers said, "I'll be happy to see them again." They were looking forward to it. Streamers tossed out. The Dukes will celebrate. Win number 9 in a row, number 10 on the season, double-digit victories once again for this program.
You want this, you got that. No way, watch them walk right